real quick. He said, y'all, yeet. This man is so weak that he fumbled for my kicker. And somehow he picked that up. That was a crap, dude. I need to save this, bro. Video clip. YouTube. Hey, watch this, Henry. Watch this. This is how weak this person is who got the kickoff. Look, he caught it. Look. My punter trucked him and he fumbled. Isn't that funny? He said,
because they wanted to get back in the game, and they knocked the ball free, and now they have a chance to do exactly that.
They got the chance. Now they have to take advantage. A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up 1st and 10. The third quarter starts with a run by Peterson. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Keenum. Here's a screen to Powell. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. First down, here's a run with Peterson. And Peterson, what happened? He lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Keenum. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Richardson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
On 3rd and long, it's Keenum. He's going to go for a big play downfield. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. Oh, good move. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll take this across midfield. And it...
Ooh.
Inside the 45.
Ooh.
First possession.
Ooh, buddy. I'm finna. Ooh. And this and a gang like on. I say y'all. Oh, what?
In the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march up another 15 against your squad.
And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. Jackson, option right, sheds another. And he'll take this one down near the 15. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. Jackson, option right. He won't go down. He may try and run for this. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from a yard out as the Ravens push further out in front. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. And he's got some space here. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
Now, the good thing for you, partner, is you're not as old as I am, okay? So,
true.
So back when the dinosaurs roamed the earth, the right side of an offensive line was almost always your power side. Your bigger, stronger, physical guys. But on this play, they tossed it right and looked like it.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, but that's not the case so much anymore, you're saying, with the bigger guys?
Not necessarily.
Find the best guys, plug them in on your O-line.
Right. As a general rule now, you're a lot more balanced on your offensive line. It might still lean towards your best pass blocker on the left side,
sure,
but not necessarily all the time.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Back now in Baltimore. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Throwing is Keenum on 3rd down. Oh, Keenum has it knocked away. It's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Well, certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Flushed out right. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Ryan Kerrigan picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Rolling to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 21 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down.
Not only did they fake it, not only did they pick it up, But how about the play call there? The shovel pass, which is actually a staple in many offenses, but they ran it from fake field goal and got it. How about flipping it inside and picking it up?
That's one of those where you have to have everything click right, but that's why they practice it, and their practice made perfect.
No doubt about it.
And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run as the Ravens push further out in front. Now, let's not forget that was all set up by the 4th down conversion earlier in the drive.
Would have been a complete letdown if the drive doesn't culminate this way, wouldn't it? If you're going to go for it on 4th down, your intention is to make sure you get a touchdown out of the drive, and that's exactly what they did. Converted, and then converted a second time for 6 points.
This will be fielded at the 8. Now a hit and a loose football. And that one is his second fumble loss. Not a good look out of your return man.
And not only does he hurt the momentum for his team or even change momentum of the game, but now they've got a decision to make on his own sideline. Does he continue to do that? Do you keep him in that role, or do you bring someone else in at this time?
10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down. Keenum now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. To throw again on 2nd down. Keenum. It's hauled in by Doxson. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. Well, Snead figures to be an important veteran presence for Lamar Jackson. 2 years ago, it was a disappointing 2017 for Snead. That was in New Orleans. But then had a bit of a bounce-back campaign a season ago in his first go-around with Baltimore. 62 catches, 650 yards. Did have surgery in the offseason on his left index finger, but back to full health and ready to go. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
There's no doubt in my mind.
Do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out.
And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot.
No.
Okay.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive? And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Tony Jefferson. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
It's a loss of 8 there on the first down play. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Flush to his right. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now. Oh. And look at this, it's a fake. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Sean Dion Hamilton was there to bring him down defensively. One last throw for Keenum. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.
Yes, bro. I'm gonna clap you boys.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Time's the chat. Okay. Why is it so... Ah, man.
On first down, Keenum. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now a man in his 13th NFL season. It's Adrian Peterson. And he loses the football a second time.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Keenum. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 30.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball.
And his first carry, he loses the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there's no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. Got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Baltimore was the most run-heavy team in the league last year after Lamar Jackson took over as a starter. And you think about Mark Ingram, he goes from a situation where he was sharing time with Kamara in New Orleans. Now he figures to be the top guy in the Baltimore backfield, although I guess you could say he's kind of splitting time with his quarterback, Lamar Jackson. But a great veteran presence, Mark Ingram is behind Jackson. Ingram now in his 9th NFL season. On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. Fielded just inside the 20. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect your offense, they affect your overall.
And he loses the football a second time. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown.
Nice
Fumbles, that's how you get in the coach's doghouse. The first one lost and it hurt. This time you lose it and it's taken in for a score. It really hurt.
And about that doghouse, it won't exactly be comfortable and it definitely won't be air conditioned.
Milk bones?
None.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Pop. Pow.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
I don't know if he got popped up to 40.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. He's got his man. This is Daxa. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. 3rd and 2, Kano. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Well, they opted not to run it. They completed the pass on 3rd and 2, but they lost yardage to bring up 4.
But give credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They snuffed out the play. But it does bring into question, 1, the play call, because they didn't run the ball there. They could run it. And 2, just not getting it. That's got to be deflating for them.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. As Baltimore gets set to start this next drive, that's what you think of them so far, because the first 2, the Red Sea parts, and there he goes. All the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
He went all the way.
Lamar Jackson, 85 yards. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early, give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. The Redskins with a football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They run again on 1st down. Peterson. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Here's Keenum. Jackson with a grab over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Watch him block.
They run the counter now. It's Peterson. And the man to bring him down was Cyrus Jones.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Now Peterson. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. To Thompson on the draw. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A 13-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness. You got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Jackson dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Fighting his way through contact. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short game when he took off running.
11 yards there, first down. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it, but a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
He'll go down outside of the pocket for a sack, trying to get away, but could not. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give the tackle there to Josh Norman. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Out to his left. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 22-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He'll buy some time. Roberts got it. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise as the Ravens push further out in front.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. So we have come to half. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. The Ravens ready to receive it. And they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Jackson on first down, eluding the pressure right. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long. This is Ingram. He digs them partway out of the hole that they're in. It's an 8-yard gain, and it makes it 3rd and 12. On 3rd down, Jackson flushed out right. And he's got Snead. 23 yards on the play.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up the 1st down with a nice throw.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Jackson steps away to his left. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. Oh, he sheds himself free. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Only needed 1 yard. He said, I'll get you more than that.
Yeah, yard, piece of cake, right? And if you're a defender, seeing the back of the jersey and being able to read his name, not a good thing. That means you're in chase mode. That didn't go well for them on that snap.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. They'll look to run with Ingram. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run as the Ravens push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think
I just want to S
that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter day.
Hey, this is my end of my stream, bro. I love streaming today, but, you know, something hard happened today, so I'm not going to stream anymore. See ya.